You're a feminist.
Yes.
Do you think women are oppressed?
Yeah, I think there's certain ways that women face oppression.
How are you oppressed?
As I previously stated, I think it's absolute that me and a guy can have the same exact resume, or that I might be overqualified than him, and on the basis of my name, out of like a million studies that there are out there, I am less likely to be chosen.
However, the thing is though, is that that's one study, but then you hear all this stuff about affirmative action and that, oh, we're going on a diversity hiring spree, and apparently diversity has to do with 50% of the population, which is women.
Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel again, Reality of Life. I got some videos here to react to, and this here is about a feminist woman who says that women have been oppressed. This topic about feminism it's really it's a touchy one. I call it touchy because people really get in their feelings and stuff. But again, this is a reaction, and I'm gonna give my own viewpoint on things. American women or Western women, let's just say Western women are the most privileged women on earth today. They know this, but they still try to play this game of making up this stuff. And it is just, to me, it's just men did this, men did that 100 years ago, so now it's our time. And as you guys have seen lately, women have changed, but men have stayed the same. Again, this is a touch. I'm just trying to, walk my words around it without saying too much, but again, women in the West are the most privileged women on the face of the planet. They need to understand that and stop this. Let's move on.
In California, you can go to prison if you misgender somebody. Oh yeah, you're okay with that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you think if I misgender okay, so if I go up to somebody and I misgender them, I can face prison time, and you're okay with that?
Yes.
Okay, that's the problem.
The problem
You're forcing speech.
Is that okay? So if you went up to me and you're like, you're a man. If you came up to me and you told me,
I don't want to assume your gender, so I don't want you to tell me.
Okay, well, I abide by she, her pronouns.
Okay.
Alright.
And if I say him, I could face prison time in California, and you're okay with that. That's forcing speech. That is a form of fascism. That's the problem.
I didn't know you can face jail time if you pronounce someone's gender. I don't know if I should use the word mispronounce, but if you miss someone's gender, I'm learning something new right here. I did not know you could go to jail for that. This is new. And I've been in situations where I have unintentionally, called a man a woman. He's a transgender, but I didn't know he was identifying as a man, as a woman, but I used the word sir, and that didn't go too well for, he was really upset. I mean, she was upset that I used the word sir, and I didn't know. I mean, I felt really I don't know, I was confused, like I didn't know what to say. But I just apologized and said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's what I said. But again, I just learned something new today, that you can actually go to jail for that, Wow. So I guess I'm lucky that I don't live in California. Because I'm in St. Louis, guys, But anyways, let's move on.
Come on. She's looking for a simp. Why you think she got her breasts all in the freaking camera?
Right. I know I keep looking around, and I normally look right at the camera, but this is humiliating. Like I said, I'm not asking for your money. I'm just trying to figure out, what do you do? Like, how do people get through this? Because I'm single, I don't have small kids. There's just not funding for people like me. So, God, this is f***ing depressing. This is not me. Ah! Well,
Exhibit 2. Probably gonna ask for money again or something. But look, breasts all in the camera. Come on, man. Playing with your hair. We all know women that, when they play with their hair and stuff is to attract a guy and everything. Like, come on. We see all the signs, okay?
you know when you're like super desperate and you're...
She said, I'm not begging. I don't need your money. I'm not begging, but the lie detector said that was a lie. Lady, that is called dry begging with style. That's what we call it. Dry begging. You know, I don't know this woman. I don't know her situation, but that is actually dry begging. That's what we call it. And her titties being out there, and he says she's trying to attract some simps. I don't know about that, but of course, there's always going to be a guy out there who's going to be like, hey, I can help you. I can take care of you. You know, that's just how men are. Let's move on to the next video, guys.
So hard to talk right now. Situation's so hard. I'm just trying to relax.
What it says here is homeless plus going through divorce. So I'm guessing this is a woman that is going through divorce and she's about to be homeless. Regardless of how you feel about marriage, this right here, I actually have some kind of sympathy or empathy for her, because I really don't like seeing people being broken or going through things where, you know, they're in pain and struggling. That's not my thing. I don't like to see people suffering. So, but let's hear her out.
I tried to fix it after 3 days with my husband. And he's just like, no, you can't, you know? Like, I'm done with you. Today he keeps reiterating, like, through text message, like, we can be brother and sister in Christ. Sorry, this couldn't work out. So I came to live with my family, but they're hopping from place to place because they don't have a place. 7 days here, 7 days there. It's the hardest situation. About to go through a divorce. My husband not being there for me, and he knows the situation my family's in. Which is one argument that we had before I left the house, because he said if your family loses their house, then they can stay here. But once it happened, I asked him and he said no. Now I'm in this situation with them because he doesn't want me back. I don't know. I just got a new job. And he said he's done helping me. He's done paying my bills on March 15th. So it's like helping my family, trying to pay my bills, not having a house, moving every freaking 7 to 14 days from place to place.
Now, not having a house, not having where to stay, that's a problem. You know, I really feel sorry for her. And marriage is hard. And divorce is harder. And it's harder on the individual without the finances. And in this case, unfortunately for this lady, she's on the receiving end of this whole situation, you know. I don't know. I don't know other than I really do feel sorry for her. But again, let's just keep going.
With the company my mom works for, because it's like they have vacation houses, but it's just the most humiliating, degrading, low position ever. And just to know that like I'm married and like my husband just doesn't care and isn't helping, doesn't want me. Like I left the house because you threatened to call the cops on me when I wasn't even yelling at you.
Wow. It was that serious that the husband has to call the cops or threaten to call the cops. Man, that's some serious stuff. Is this what married people go through? Like, I'm not married. I don't even believe in marriage. And it's not something that I'm looking forward to. I love my single life. I don't have any arguments and fighting, and I just spend my time trying to build my life, just like everybody else is doing out there. But hey, I'm not saying marriage is a bad thing, but it's not for everybody. And I figured that out a while ago that it's not for me, and I stayed clear. And I don't regret it. But if you believe in marriage and you want to get married out there, you got to do what you got to do to protect yourself. Because even though I'm a guy, I'm still going to tell you women out there to, you got to protect yourself. Everybody has to protect themselves. Because you do not want to find yourself in a situation like this where you're not about to be homeless. That really sucks, I don't know what happened between them. I don't know if she did something wrong. I don't know, but I'm still going to extend my empathy or sympathy to this woman. Like, I really do empathize with her. It breaks my heart for her, watching her cry like that. But again, let's keep going.
I don't know what's going on in my life. I'm over it. I'm just like, what is happening? I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of struggle and pain.
Well, I'm sorry, lady. I'm sorry you're going through this. And for those that will be watching and you want to get married, ladies, gentlemen, everyone protect yourself, Because in 2024, nothing is guaranteed anymore. You may love somebody today and tomorrow you guys, fall apart. You always got to think that way because anything can happen, People change. Someone can just wake up in one morning and say, hey, I don't love you no more. I want out. What are you going to do? You got to pick up the pieces and keep pushing forward. But be smart. You're getting married today. Everyone need to be smart. Everyone need to do things to protect themselves. Create ways for you to protect yourself so you don't find yourself in a situation where you become homeless or struggling out here, Again, that's just my 2 cents, guys. Let's move on to the next video.
You know what? I'm going to speak on this because this actually happened to me. When I was 10 years old, my mother, myself, and my 2 siblings were dropped off at a women's shelter, and we were homeless after her divorce. And I still advocate for marriage. Here's the thing. You never know what happens in a marriage between 2 people. A lot of times people don't vet properly. People are not compatible. Marriage is a spiritual assignment that should not be taken lightly.
How about, let's say people get married for superficial reasons? He look handsome. She looks beautiful. She got a big behind. He's 10 foot tall. He's a model. And nobody cares about the real you. If you're a kind human being, if you're a good human being. Dating in America, based on what I've seen, I live here in St. Louis, guys. Dating and relationships and all that is all about looks. If you're a big woman or a woman on the heavy side, you know how that goes. You know how society treats you. They don't care if you're a kind, good woman. And I'm a man, I'm saying this. Now, ladies, you women know your requirement and your standard and all that stuff. Do you want me to keep going into that? Let me just speed a little bit. Ladies, you know it. If he's not 10 foot tall, you don't want him. He doesn't make 10 figures, you don't want him. He's whatever size. If he's not 10 foot, 10 inches, 12 inches, you don't want him. How can you find a good husband like that? I'm not telling you to settle. Keep your standard way high. As a matter of fact, start looking for guys that are 10 foot tall, 12 foot tall. Raise your standard. I'm not telling you to downgrade your standard. Just keep raising it high. Don't give a damn about if he's a good human being or not. Don't care. Just look for those superficial things and keep going. And this is what is going to keep happening. Yeah, she's right. People don't take the time to vet. They don't even care about vetting. You look good, that's it. Let's go. It's all about eye candy. What looks good to other people. Women, y'all do it a lot. You know this. You want a tall man because you want to show off to your friends and family and say, look at what I got. You don't really give a damn. Hence why, if a guy is 5'7" or 5'8" and below, you women treat this man like shit. Well, let's keep going.
But sometimes people take it lightly and they just marry whomever. However, marriage is still the best option for women. This happens to a percentage of women. Most women do not end up like that. This is a rare instance.
Whoa. I don't think women want you to tell them that marriage is the best options for them. You're going to get canceled, lady. This is 2024. The message out there is women should sleep around and do what men do. Don't cook, don't clean. That's slavery. Listening to your husband is you being oppressed. So don't you dare say marriage is the best thing for women. This is 2024 and you're going to get canceled, lady. Let's keep going.
But do you know what happens 60% of the time when you have a child with a man you're not married to? 60%? Most of the time you end up doing all the work alone. Somebody else made a comment of saying how they know that people fight over their kids after divorce. And I'm just like, well, that means two people are fighting to take care of their children after a divorce versus the mother being left alone. Another thing is a lot of women still want children. You guys don't offer any solutions for women. In a healthy marriage, a woman and her children are protected. If somebody were to run in our home right now, I have a husband. I don't have to fight or fend for myself. When I go out in the world, I am protected because I am married. There is a level of societal respect and honor that I didn't even know existed until I got married. A lot of men stay the heck away from me because I'm married. Now, you may not believe this to be true, but my married women know what I'm talking about. I do not advocate for women to just marry anybody to say that they're married. No, marriage is a serious commitment, but we are willing to sign up to be mothers before we even have somebody to help us and be partners through the entire experience. As a pregnant woman, my life is so much easier because I have a healthy husband by my side. Doing this single would be trash, period. So I'm not saying hurry up and get married or get married to anybody. No, it needs to be the right man, because if you marry the wrong one, this could happen to you like it happened to me. But if we teach women, instead of telling them not to get married, how to vet properly, how to see the red flags, what they should be focused on, and how to advance, like I do in my Wife Prep University class, teaching them how to heal so their standards are higher, so they only operate the way God intended us to operate as women. But telling women not to get married because they may end up in a women's shelter? What? Again, let's offer solutions to women instead of spewing out a few things that may have happened to a few people. Like, we gotta stop. We got to stop. Every woman is not abused. Every woman does not get left at a woman's shelter. Every woman does not have a demise. There are women that have happy, healthy marriages. Fortunately, they just off living their best life. Not a lot of them are going to come back to the girls and tell them what's what and what's tea and how to make better decisions. I've made horrible decisions. So I try to teach my young girls, hey, I did it this way, shouldn't do that. Here's a better option. Y'all don't offer no solutions, just talking points. So again, what is a solution for these young women if they do want children, but telling them they shouldn't get married and then still have children is not beneficial to them whatsoever?
Yeah, I think telling women not to get married is madness. But ladies out there, if any woman is listening, you women know the truth. You pick based on looks. I'm not telling you to downgrade. I'm not telling you not to raise your standard. You should totally do that. Raise it up high and higher and higher. But my thing is, a lot of these marriages don't last because people only choose their partners. Most people, I wouldn't say all, but vast majority of the people, including men, choose their partners based on looks. You know? And what do you think would happen? A lot of people are rotten in the inside. A lot of people are not good people. Yes, men and women. And you don't even do your proper diligence. All you see is the beautiful face, the good body, and you're like, yeah, I'm sold. And this is the result. At the end of the day, you guys will eventually find out that you're not compatible. And when a woman is not financially okay, she's definitely going to end up homeless and in a shelter home. Again, guys, I'm going to end this video right here. If you like this reaction channels, videos that I'm making, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel because I'm really trying to grow this reaction channel, guys. All right, thank you and see ya. Bye-bye.